An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Here's Foles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Fournette, a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. One.
Now Foles. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line.
And the Jaguars first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll drop to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken short, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
13, Jaguars 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Crunch time, defense.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Three buzz. Hey, look, 48. Look. 59. Let's go. Watch the run. They're running it. Check 52. At 55. Short. Mike, 48.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the ship.
From the gun, here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he completes it to Westbrook. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Right there. Dave, baby.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Hey, Kaden. Hey, Alpha.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Just like that. 6 down. Check 6 down.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Keep it up, guys.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He's got Fuller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Back to throw here. The open man is Westbrook. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Come on, 9 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, go. Hey, Haywood. Mike 55.
Looking to throw. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Foles now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
13.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lee. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Undercrush. Yeah, go, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Open out on the left side, this is Cole. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Foles going to come up now, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And from down in Miami, an update. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
What's that? Like 88! Come on. Switch! I can score!
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
46! 19! 24! You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check 3.
On 2nd down and 4. Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
For this attack! 18! Hey, check the backer.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 17.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Again, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Under. He's checking.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go. At their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, check it. Echo. 36. Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And the blitz does come. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Foles. And his throw here is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
55, mark, 55. Watch the car.
Now back to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Throw left side complete. That's Cole.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Foles. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
22 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now Foles. And that is incomplete here.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Throwing again is Watson. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Check 48, the mark. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Bang, 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 bang.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He's going right at him. 55. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Check 55, Mike. I'm coming.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Don't get nervous. Shoot. Hey, exit.
Second and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks. They try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will bump the lead up to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Watson, he rifles complete, caught by Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, it's Fells. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Now it's Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Tighten up. Shit.
To the air yet again, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4.
Up this man.